Did you get wet hosing him down? Did you hose him down? Did you get wet?
Was the last guy you rode not stopping? Is that why you were getting after him?
Yeah, the people that had him rode with a real heavy hand.
Aha.
So now when I asked him to stop, he was like kind of plowing through my hands. He was like going forward too much, so to speak.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing we do on the ground with Nugget. If you're walking him and you ask him to halt and he kind of pushed through your hands. So it's the same principle. It doesn't look pretty, but it's, yeah, if I ask him to stop and I have to use 10 pounds of pressure and it takes him 6 seconds to stop, we want it a little quicker.
Yeah.
So we ask him to get it quicker by backing him up, and that kind of reinforces the stop. So, and only, like I said, he's done it very well. So I was getting after him a little harder than maybe I would. Part of it was the rain and
Yeah.
he was distracted. And that's kind of the downside of always riding with contact, is then you need more contact.
Yeah.
So he's always been ridden with a heavy hand. So now you add that contact and it's not meaningful to him because that's what it's always been like.
Yeah.
So trying to teach him that I'll give you that freedom, but when I ask, I expect you to kind of come back to me. And really, because that's going to intimidate a lesser skilled rider.
Yeah.
Like I could pull back and stop him, but I'm still needing a lot of contact to stop him, whereas somebody else isn't going to have that strength to speak. So really the alternative is put a different bit in his mouth, and then you have more stop, or teach him that when I ask you, you better stop even if it's raining or...
Yeah.
So again, it's not pretty, I hate doing it, but again, the alternative is somebody's going to not be able to stop. He's either going to run away with them or he's going to put a stronger bit in his mouth.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed to me kind of like you didn't have a choice because it wasn't going to be meaningful.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where it goes to like the concept that you need enough pressure, whatever it is, to change behavior. So I could have asked till I was blue in the face and he was just going to keep kind of going. Not that he was running away, but he was just going to keep going. That's why a lot of people, you get the question all the time, can I ride in a bitless bridle? And sure, if your horse is able to behave with that amount of pressure, but if you're always on them, pretty soon you get that, where they always rode him. So rather than get him the training that we're doing, where he's not afraid, he's not nervous all the time, you don't need those brakes all the time. They've kind of ruined the brakes on the horse, so to speak. And again, usually he stops well. Part of it is the rain, and the new baby came in and is yelling, so I wouldn't expect Nugget to maybe behave as great today as maybe he has been, just because there's, like I said, there's other stuff going on. With the weather, it's a little cooler, and the baby's been yelling all day.
Yeah, they were all a bit riled when I first got here.
I'm sure we just brought them all in today. They were all a bit nervous.
Yeah.
And that's why they have to be perfect on a normal day, so then you get a day like today, and we can still get some meaningful riding in. They're not going to be as good, but...
So early in the session, you were doing some real tight bending circles.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing. He wasn't really giving, so I was asking with my outside leg. I was asking him to kind of give to that contact and come around, and he just wasn't.
Yeah.
So again, I was kind of exaggerating and making him kind of give. So at the end of the day, it was all with him. It was all, I didn't have his attention. So he was focused on a whole lot of other things out here. And we could have route penned him longer, but I really wanted to see what he'd do with the rain. And
Yeah.
we could have route penned him more and got his attention. But the last time he came out like that, where I didn't have his attention, he was awful. Like a guy came to see him ride, and I was embarrassed. He wouldn't, I mean, he was taking off with me and wouldn't stand him out and everything. So, kind of a little bit of today was me pushing his buttons just to see what he was going to do.
So definitely way better than that time.
Without a doubt, yeah. I mean, I couldn't even, we'd canter, I'd ask him to stop and he'd canter another like halfway around the ring. And again, he jumped when I went to mount him and wouldn't stand to be mounted. So yeah, way better than last time, but still got a little ways to go.
But he also had some soft moments
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, there were a couple times where I kind of held, and he came right back. And it didn't help that I did the simple lead changes before I was doing like the canter trot transition.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the simple lead change, he only has to trot for a second, and then I was asking him to canter again. But in the canter trot transitions, he really has to come down to a trot and maintain it. So I kind of set him up for failure a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But what we often see, honestly, is like the ones we start, like you don't get those. Like it can come out in rain and they're not that much different versus the ones we get that come in and we have to restart them.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have more of that you have to fix. So I wouldn't be surprised if the horses like her, that we were the first ones to work, handle the anxiety of today better than the ones that already rode. And it's just because, it's not that somebody, it's just because we hasn't earned everything she's doing. Like if you think about Nugget, I didn't really have to earn him being saddled. He already saddled.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to earn that, or picking up their feet, or whatever. So the ones that we have to earn every little thing, then we've already had a chance to have all those discussions. And then the horses bring something. He's a thoroughbred Frisian, so she's a draft cross. She's going to take things maybe a little more in stride. But the people that want a horse that can do what he does, they like that about him. The people that want a horse that does what she does well, they like that about her. So it's really what are you looking for in a horse? Like she'll never have 10% of his athleticism.
Yeah.
But he kind of told us what he was going to do, even when I took his halter off and he was kind of ripping around out here.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of kicking his heels up.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm just glad that it didn't end in being super naughty. Everything he did was fixable.
Yeah, I saw right when you first got on,
Yeah, he kind of took those first few quick steps.
Yeah.
But again, last time he was like that, it resulted in me jumping off and having to get on and off of him.
Yeah.
So it's in there.
So what do they want to do with that horse?
He's actually for sale. The people that own him, they can't handle rides like today. Like they're beginners. So on a good day, they're fine with him, but on a day like today,
Yeah.
like they would have put him away and made him nervous, which isn't good. Yeah, so They need something like Nugget or like this one then. They don't need that athleticism.
Right.
They need a pickup truck, not a sports car.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's for sale. I'm surprised he hasn't sold yet just because he is pretty fancy.
Yeah, he's pretty nice.
Yeah, but.
What are they asking for him?
They said they would take anything like around 7,000 or 8,000.
Oh gosh, that's
We listed him for 10, maybe somebody might offer 7 or 8, but we've only had that one guy come out and see him, and like I said, that was not pretty.
I'm surprised there hasn't been a better response
Yeah,
because